Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Erwin here from The Optimizer with another interesting case on how to use our bulk campaign launcher to upload multiple ad sets at once into an existing campaign. So basically what I'm going to show you today is I have this campaign running where I'm testing new creatives. So every time I got a batch of new creatives from my creative team, I have to upload them there and create a separate ad set for each new creative. I'm going with one creative per ad set, but obviously, if that's not your thing, if you prefer to group multiple creatives in a single ad set, that's a matter of just changing one single option. We are going to launch 30 new creatives in this session, so creating 30 new ad sets, and I'm going to show you how that whole process is not going to take more than a few minutes, 3 or 4 minutes. And it's really taken 3 or 4 minutes just the first time because we are building the whole structure. But once we have that and we save that as a template on the campaign launcher, the next time that I have a new batch of creatives that I want to launch, it is really a matter of a few seconds, less than a minute. Basically, you upload your new creatives and click publish because the template already knows everything that it needs to do. It knows that it needs to place 1 or 2 or 3 creatives on each ad set and automatically calculates the number of ad sets that it needs to launch and publishes them into your existing campaign. All right, let's get right into it and see how that works. Okay, now I'm inside the campaign launcher, as you can see, and to open the campaign creator, I click for Facebook, I click on the campaign creator menu on the left, and then click on Facebook. I'm going to start new. Now, the first thing that we need to do is obviously choose our ad account where this campaign runs. And instead of creating a new campaign, which is the default behavior of the launcher, we're going to use an existing campaign because we're going to load ad sets into an existing campaign. So click on the campaign. This is mine. Wait for the loading process to complete. And here we go. This is our existing campaign. I have already 30 ad sets running into this campaign, each ad set having one ad. I have some naming formats in place here that I'm using. For example, for the ad set, I'm using the name of the image, the date, and the number 1 at the end is 1 ad per ad set. And also I'm including the concept that I'm testing on this ad set because you might be wanting to test different concepts, which I'm going to show you in a bit. So this is my existing campaign. Now, what I need to do is go to the campaign level here, click on the 3 dots and create a new ad set. This will be our playground, which will help us build our structure. This is going to be created at the very bottom. So this is our new ad set here. And now what we need to do is, first of all, fill in all the basics of the ad set. The budget and everything, whatever is your value. In this case, I'm going to just leave it 25. The scheduling, if you prefer to start these on a specific date. The audience, we are targeting US, broad in this case. So choose US. And everything else, like I'm leaving default values now just to make it quick, but you can adjust them accordingly to your specific needs, audiences, and so on. And placements, I'm leaving the Advantage Plus recommended. So this is all about the ad set settings. Now, the important thing here on the ad set level to do is that we need to tell the launcher that we need one separate ad set for each ad that we are going to create on the next step. So this setting can be set here under the structure your ad sets section. And it is this switch here that does the whole magic. Generate ad sets based on the number of ads per ad set. We turn it on. And here we set it to 1. But obviously, as I mentioned at the beginning, if you want to group multiple creatives together into one ad set, You can set it to whatever value you want, and the system will automatically calculate the number of ad sets that it need to create based on the number of creative that you are uploading. If you are uploading 30 creatives and you tell the system I need 3 per ad set, then 10 new ad sets will be automatically generated and launched. And that's it. We have finished with the ad set. Now let's move to the ad level. One more thing that we need to do is the naming template. We'll come to it a bit later, but let's first go to the ad and complete the ad section as well. So for the ad section, again, all the basics. Choose your page. We're going to go with the ad type, single image or video in this case, and upload your media, images or videos. You can select from your existing or upload new creatives from your PC. For the sake of keeping this simple, I'm just going to select 30 images from what we have here. 35. We need to remove a few. And here we go. We have selected 30 images. Now what we need to do is click on the next button. You can edit. You can make some editing here if you want to customize some specific placements for your ads. Then move to the next step. Here you can decide to turn off Advantage Plus Creative Enhancement for all these ads that you are creating. So this is another huge advantage of using the launcher, because just this operation here, you'll have to go and do it one by one for each ad that you are launching. But here you have it as a one single switch. Basically, you can turn this off for all the ads. And that's it. We have finished with the media section. Enter your primary text, headlines, and descriptions that you are using, and call to action and everything, the destination URL. Select a pixel that you want to use for tracking, and that's it. So that's all we need to do on the ad level. Now let's go back and create our set up our naming template so that we keep the same naming structure that we already have for our new launches. Let's start from the ad set. As you can see on the ad set, we have this naming structure. We have included the image, the date, and the number of ads. Since we have one image per ad set, I prefer to have it on ad set name for clarity, and the concept. Now, the concept here comes from the creative section. On the creative group here, you can name this group, and for example, let's call it concept 2. Because many times you are testing new concepts with new creatives, so it is useful to know each ad set, which of these concepts is representing, and the ad inside. So keeping naming organized is important, so I prefer to do it. So I'm calling this new batch of creatives concept 2, and then I'm going to use the name of the group. This is a group mechanism. I have other videos that shows what groups do, if you are interested into that. But basically, groups are here to generate multiple variations. Let's say, for example, that these 30 images that you are uploading right now are not all the same, but you have 3 concepts that you want to test. So you have 10 images for each concept, and you need different copy and different text for each of these concepts to go with each of these concepts. In that case, what you would do is you'd create the first concept and call it concept 2, let's say, and then concept 3. And here you would upload, on each concept, you would upload 10 images, and another 10 images for concept 3, and another 10 images for concept 4. So you have 3 groups, and each concept also can have its own primary text, headline, and description, its own copy. So if you are testing multiple concepts and you want to keep track of it and you want to include those into your naming templates, into your naming formats, then using groups, first of all, makes it possible that each concept stays together with its own copy, its own primary text, headline, and description. And then it makes possible by giving each group a name, it makes possible to use these names in the naming template. But for our case, we are going simple and we don't have multiple concepts. This is a single concept that we are testing right now. So I'm deleting those and I'm going to the ad set level again. So for the ad set, our naming template, I'm clicking on create naming template. For our ad set, our naming template is basically the concept, which comes from the creative group level. So from the list of available placeholders, go to creative and choose creative group. And then what we have here is the name of the image. Oh, actually, sorry, that's not the case. So what we're doing here is we are using the ad name. And then we'll see, as a first part, we are using the ad name. And then we'll see how we're going to build the ad name. But the ad set basically inherits the ad name as the first part. So the ad name will be concept one and the name of the image of the creative. So we put it in here. And then the next part is the date. So again, add placeholders, choose the current date. And the last part is the number of ads per each ad set. If, for example, in this case, we are launching one ad, but if then tomorrow number of ads. If the next day then you want to launch other ad sets and experiment with multiple ads per ad set, this will be shown in the ad name. Okay, this is the naming for the ad. For the ad set, let's move to the ad level and let's do the same here. Click on create naming template. And here what we're going to do is our ad name will be our creative group name, which holds the name of the concept and the name of the image. So again, under creatives, media variable name, and save. So this will be the ad name, and this will be automatically injected on the ad set name as the first part as well. So now if we go to the ad set level, under the structure of your ad sets, and if we click preview, now here it says, first of all, here it says 60 ad sets and 60 ads because it is calculating the whole number of ad sets and ads that we have on this campaign. 30 ad sets were the existing ad sets that we had and 30 new ad sets that we are launching. So a total of 60 ad sets. So here we have the whole preview with the concept one, and these are the new ads that are being ad sets that are being generated now, which the names will be replaced. These placeholders will be replaced accordingly. All right, that's it. We have our structure. Now what we need to do is click on review variations down here to move to the next step. We have something missing here. Let's see. Okay, we need to select a pixel and a conversion type, right? And we can put a cost per result goal. Let's put it 1. So now we should be ready to move. The next step, you get another an overview of what you are doing here. And basically it gives you again the whole structure of the campaign. Don't worry about the existing ads or ad sets. Those will not be uploaded again. Only what you are creating new is going to be uploaded, but this gives you the whole campaign structure again for you to review. If you scroll down, you will have the new concept 2 creatives that we launched. As you can see, the ad name is already here. Concept 2, new image, and so on, depending on the name of the image. The ad set name will be calculated on the next step. Yeah, here, for example, you have the name of the ad set, concept 2, new image, date 1, which is the number of the ad. And that's it. We now are ready. The only thing left to do is click publish, and the whole new structure of 30 ad sets will be uploaded to your campaign. All right, so yes, it took a few minutes, but what we are going to do now is we're going to save this structure as a template and then use it on our next launches. And I'm going to show you how quick that will be then next time. So to save it as a template, up here, click Save As and give it a name. Let's call it My Template Create. All right, this is now saved. Now, when we start a new launching the next day, click on Facebook. All we need to do here from this right panel is load our new template that we have saved. And this is going to load the whole structure as it was the moment we saved it. So all the existing ad sets and ads of that campaign at that moment that we saved it, plus the structure here that we created where we built our whole launching logic. But now everything is here. We don't need to do anything. So what we need to do is really go to the creative section, to the ad section, and scroll down to creatives, clear all the existing creatives, upload the new ones. Let's say these are new creatives that you are testing. Next, next. Save, review variations again, and publish. And that's it. So the next time that you want to launch another 30 ad sets, this is really less than 1 minute. And that's the whole time saving that you get from using the bulk campaign launcher, because everything can be saved as a template and save you a ton of time on the next launches. All right. Thank you for watching. This is Erwin from The Optimizer. If you are doing these kind of launches and this kind of creative testing and you are wasting a lot of time doing that manually, go check The Optimizer for yourself and create your launching template. We have a free trial, no credit card required, so anyone can sign up and give it a go. Thanks again for watching, and see you in my other videos.